AITA for telling my son that we don't really have any room for him right now, so he needs to live with his dad and stepmom. Hello Reddit, talkative here. My ex-husband and I divorced when our son was 10. It wasn't a smooth breakup. He had already moved on to someone else, which shattered the 50-50 custody agreement we had. Despite the arrangement, he still had to pay child support, and I threw myself into getting a degree to create a stable future for my son. During the weeks my ex had our son, I buried myself in schoolwork, determined to finish my studies as quickly as possible. When my son was with me, I made sure he had my full attention. We cooked together, cleaned up after ourselves, and did laundry. Nothing too demanding, just trying to build a home. But my home was never the fun house. His dad's place was the opposite. No chores, no rules, just endless fun. I tried to make our home more appealing. I scrounged up enough money to buy a used PS4 and got fiber optic internet installed, hoping it would make a difference. But it wasn't enough. By the time he turned 14, my son and his father went to court to make his dad the primary custodian. I fought it, but my son was adamant. He even threatened to run away if I didn't agree. Therapy didn't help. Nothing did. Watching my son choose his father's life over mine was devastating. He started skipping visitation, and when he did come, he'd be out of the house until it was time to sleep. In the midst of all this, I met my current husband. He was there for me in a way I didn't expect, supporting me as a friend when I was emotionally drained. What began as a friendship turned into something more, and we were married 6 months later. Shortly after, I found out I was pregnant. Coincidentally, so did the woman my ex had cheated with. Not the one he left me for, but someone new. We sold my house and bought a small condo together, a 2-bedroom with a tiny den that we turned into a nursery. We shared the second bedroom as an office. Life was moving forward, or so I thought. But then, my son called. He wanted to stay with me, but I had no room. He didn't even know I had sold the house, which shocked me. When I told him there was only the living room couch available, he called me a bitch for not keeping his room. I tried to explain that we were planning to move into a bigger place within 6 months, but he wasn't having it. He moved in with his grandparents, angry and upset, while his dad and his dad's new pregnant girlfriend settled into their new home. My son got a car, at least, so he could drive to his school, but he's still furious with me. He thinks I chose my new baby and career over him, never expecting to need space for him again. Now, his dad is on my case, demanding I turn our office into a room for our son. I told him it's his fault, not mine, that our son needs a place to stay. But the truth is, I'm torn. Did I fail my son, or is it just a consequence of the choices we all made?